just give it a couple minutes, see if anybody comes in here. Okay. So, welcome everybody to another episode of the Abundant Will Podcast, episode 31. Last time we left off, I believe I told you guys about the tree and the experience down in Kentucky and stuff like that. I haven't had a chance to load any pictures yet, but I did want to say that we finally got somebody to come out here and get the tree off the house and the deck, and yeah, the deck is damaged pretty bad. We basically need it. Yeah, we need a whole new deck, and just from them pulling the tree out, they had to come back here with I think one of the I wasn't here for it, but I'm pretty sure they had like one of those trucks with the buckets so they could like go around and cut the branches, and they had like the skid steer and the bobcat and stuff. So the grass is just destroyed. There's probably I don't know, maybe 3/4 of an acre that's just like mud and tire tracks, because I mean it's been raining around here for what, almost like 2 weeks straight. So I mean the the grass is soft, everything is soup the farther back you go, because there's like a little pond or creek or whatever back there. So but yeah, we got the tree removed, and then the adjuster came out, and he basically said, he goes, yeah, it's a foundation thing. The whole deck needs to be replaced. I'll put it in. I'll recommend a full replacement. We'll go from there. If they don't believe me, then they'll call out an engineer to back his story up. So that's where we're at. We're just waiting, and that's it. And I mean, the other thing is, man, I just I cannot believe I am that I'm going to Egypt, dude. I just can't believe that. It's crazy to me. It still really hasn't like sunken in. But yeah, I'm hoping that this weekend I can actually like sit down for a couple minutes and actually like check out the planes and flights and see where I'm going, because I've never been outside of the country. I mean, I've traveled within it, but never outside of it. So this will be a first. So we'll see how it goes. But I mean, I feel pretty good about it. I feel pretty safe. There's like a group chat that we're all in. I guess like 4 people are already on the same flight, so I'm gonna see if maybe I could get on that one. I mean, at least we'll be together. Um, and then like when you arrive in Egypt, they'll pick you right up there from the airport. So I mean, if I'm together with at least a couple other people from the group, I would at least feel better that way than just being completely by myself. So we'll see how it works out, and we'll see if I can get on the same flight. I'm sure it won't be an issue. So we'll see. Oh yeah, and I apologize about yesterday, man. I was just smoked, man. I was like falling asleep on the way home, doing the and I got home, I sat down, dude. I fell asleep. I didn't wake up until like 9:45, so I apologize. But anyway, I want to get into it a little bit here. And we'll talk about some stuff and things like that. The first part might be a little a little much, but we'll get to the good stuff. I'm trying to think if I have anything else that I was gonna say. Oh yeah, other than I still haven't heard anything from the donor yet, but that really doesn't mean a whole lot because I mean Jill is a donor as well, and I don't think she's had one other appointment at the hospital, and I think maybe she has one um sometime in June, and it's pretty much just like a quick checkup. How you doing? Whatever, something like that. So I mean the donors don't have to like do the constant checkups and the blood work that like the recipients do. You know what I mean? Because I mean you you're just taking a kidney from them, you're putting a kidney in somebody else where I mean white blood cells attack it. There's stuff that you have to watch, and it takes a little bit of time. So I'm not really stressing about it, but I'm looking forward to hearing from them. I think that would be very, very cool. Um, so yeah, so we'll see. Hopefully sometime soon. I would imagine like within maybe a month or so, maybe a month or two. But all right, so let's get into it a little bit. All right. So like I've been saying, okay, we have been lied to, tricked, trapped, conditioned, whatever you want to call it, okay? But we basically I we we built a prison for ourselves and we call it freedom. And that's basically what's going on. I mean, you think about it, all right? So they they've taken water, fruit trees, wood, all the stuff that comes free and charge us for it and sell it back to us, right? I mean, for example, dude, so we had Kyla's graduation Saturday, or yeah, last Saturday, and I had to get like 8 to no, we probably got maybe like 14 or 16 bags of ice because we had like the whole entire party was outside, and then we had like 4 or 5 coolers, and then we also had like these they were like blow up palm trees, but on the outside they had like enough room to throw ice and waters and whatever in there. So we ended up getting like I said, 14 bags of ice or something. But when I went, I had gotten, I don't know, maybe 6 or 8. So I was like, yeah, let me get 6, 8 bags of ice. And the dude, he was like, okay, rings me up. He's like 80 something dollars. I was like, what? For ice? He goes, yeah, it's 6.99 plus tax or whatever. I was like, are you kidding me? You know what I mean? It's just stuff like that. So they've taken everything that's absolutely free and then they charge us for it. Then then they poison the water with fluoride and other stuff. And then that's right about the time that happened is when they told you need to drink 8 glasses of water a day. And fluoride is it's like it binds to your pineal gland and calcifies it, so you can't ever use it or wake yourself up to enlighten yourself so you can actually realize what's going on. That's the whole point of all this. The whole point of everything that I'm saying right now is so that you never, ever, ever figure out who you are. Okay. So they poison the water with fluoride. They poison the food and water with microplastics, pesticides, all kinds of stuff. Men are losing their testosterone at alarming rates. Okay. um it's it's stuff like this. Okay, everything is designed to break you down, to have you um live in a state of fear and lack, and never knowing how powerful that you are. Okay. And then they print money out of thin air and loan it to us at absolutely astronomical interest rates. They tax us to absolute death. I mean, how many times can you seriously tax the same dollar, man? I mean, how crazy is it? And then I mean, it's so bad around here that like every time I'm at work or at some party, function, get together or something like that, somebody always mentions how, like, okay, so you have um you got a mortgage payment, and the taxes on your mortgage are damn near, or pretty close to what your mortgage payment is per month. I mean, how ridiculous is that? And then you have to pay that forever. and then there's, okay, so the Epstein files come out. They've been out for a while now. I mean, we know for an absolute fact that all these people are liars, and pedophiles and disgusting people. Uh, and yet you still have people picking sides like red or blue, and you're calling one side libtards, one side fascists. It's like, dude, I don't understand how people still have faith in these people. I don't get it. So just with all of that, and then you're just running in a rat race every day of work, doing the same thing, just trying to barely get by. I mean, dude, I've ran into it over the years of being a pipe fitter and things like that. Like, you'll see some guys will come in sick, and some guys will come in like hurting or this, that, and next thing, and you're like, dude, why are you here? Oh, I can't afford to take a day off. It's like, it's just stuff like that, dude. It's just the constant. And then everything is a distraction. Everything from I don't care what kind of celebrity that you want to follow or thinks cool or whatever, or whatever sports teams, um television. I mean, right there, television program. It's right there in the words, man. That's why I say words are powerful, and you have to really think about what words, and pay attention to what these people say. You know what I mean? Because everything is designed to distract you, and I mean, just that's it. Just distract you, keep you in a low vibrational state, a state of fear. Um, poisoning your body, everything, dude. Everything is to keep you down and not questioning anything, and needing and reliance on them for directions and things like that. None of it. None of it is good. And like I said, remember a few episodes ago, if you really think about it, man, most people are other people's thoughts, ideas. I mean, you're taking so much in. I mean, that's why, like, when I've heard this from multiple people. Um, we'll be talking about something. I'll be like, well, why don't you just try meditating? Oh man, I can't. No way can I possibly do that. My head won't stop, or whatever. It's like, well, it has to. It has to stop. You have to stop it. You gotta take some time to just pull back and 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 just take a break from the constant, up and down from what's going on. So, um, yeah, I mean, there's so much distraction and so much given to you that, I mean, you probably barely even use your imagination anymore. You know what I mean? A- And and that's key. You have to have that. So, I mean, remember when I said, I mean, it took me a long time to be able to, like, start to use my imagination again. It took me, remember I said this before, it took me a long, long time to, like, even feel anything again. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't feeling anything. So basically, you you have to make time for yourself, and you have to get away from all this bullshit, dude. Don't pay attention to these people. Don't even, I mean, once in a while it's okay to look and catch up on stuff, but other than that, dude, I wouldn't even bother with it. Boo, please close the door. So yeah, all right. So it's up to you, folks. I mean, if you want to live a bunch of lies and bullshit within the rat race, have at it. Or do you want to be authentic and live in love, light, and truth? Okay. So before, okay. So before I get into this part, I just want to read a couple things from, um, the Bible again. All right, because I'm gonna try and make my point here. Okay. So, Matthew 6:22. Okay. The light of the body is the eye. Therefore, is thine eye be single, the whole body should be full of light. Okay. And then here's another one. Luke 17:20 through 21. When asked by the Pharisees when the kingdom of God would come, Jesus said, the kingdom does not come with observation, nor will they say, see here or there, for indeed the kingdom is within you. Okay? Here, Corinthians 3:16, okay? Do you not know that you are God's temple and God's spirit dwell within you? Temple and God's spirit dwell within you. Okay. Okay, these are just a couple other ones. Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be open to you. For everyone who asks and receives, the one who seeks finds, the one who knocks, the door will open. Uh, John 14:12. Okay, whoever believes in me will do the works that I've been doing and will do even greater things. All right, now here, this is a good one. So, uh, John 17:21 through 23. Okay, that they may all be one, just as you are, Father, are in me, and I in you, that they also may be in us, the glory that you have given me, I have given to them, that they may be one, even as we are one. So, what's he saying there? He's saying that everything is one, okay? Everything. Here's a here's another one. And this is from the book of Thomas. I don't have it down here. And the Nagamati. All right. So Jesus said, if your leaders say to you, look, the Father's kingdom is in the sky, then the birds of the sky will precede you. If they say it is in the sea, then the fish will precede you. Rather, the Father's kingdom is within you, and it is outside of you. When you know yourselves, then you will be known, and you will understand that you are the children of the living Father. But if you do not know yourselves, then you live in poverty, and you are the poverty. How many times have I said on this podcast that everything is conscious? We are all one. Everything is one. How many times have I said that? I know I've said it damn near probably every episode, okay? He's saying that right there. He's saying it in both of them. John 17:21 through 23, and then in the book of Thomas. Okay? Let me see if I just got anything else here. Yeah, did I read that one yet? Yeah, okay. All right, dude. So yeah, I mean, this is the point that I'm trying to make, okay? It's all there. If you read all these religious texts and ancient texts and things like that, they're all pretty much saying this, all of them. And that you have the potential to elevate yourself to Christ consciousness, okay? All right, so they've been lying to us about all the other bullshit that I brought up earlier, but also this, okay? So they've been lying to you and telling you to beg, pray, wish, and hope to a God outside of you. Okay? Now why would they do this? Why would they want you to pray to a God outside of you? It's so you never ever even think about accessing the one within. Um so they want you begging and hoping and wishing to a God outside of you instead of commanding the one that is within you. Okay. You're not a body. You are consciousness inhabiting your body. Okay. So yeah, you're a spirit consciousness inhabiting a body. That this is just an avatar. Um, yeah. Okay. So you're operating an avatar. Your thoughts are electric light waves that leave your brain, and even when thoughts come in, they come in. You download your consciousness. Okay. And yeah. So thoughts are electric light waves, and emotions are magnetic. Okay. And that's why the goal is to master your thoughts and your emotions. Okay. And also the words that you speak. uh, and the better that you get at this, the clearer and more coherent of a frequency that you put out. And then you are able to create the life that you want. You have to become the operator. When you can merge your thoughts and emotions together, then you create a frequency, which in turn creates your reality. Now, you're already doing this. You've been doing it since day one. You're just the only difference is right now you're just doing it unconsciously. That's all. And if you're constantly reacting to stuff and having emotions from here to here and here and here, then you're constantly sending out an incoherent frequency. You're instead of like listening to a nice song because you're tuned into the radio good, all you're sending out is static. You know, you know what I mean? So so yes, you're already doing this, okay? And you this is this is it, man. You're the bridge between the material world and the spiritual world. Okay, you have access to both, and that's exactly why you can create the life that you want because you have the power, you are the light, and you are an individual expression of source. Okay, hey, we just went over it, man. Jesus said it too. Okay, so so yes, remember how we talked about everything about you is divine. You're made of sacred geometry, stardust, light. The story of Jesus is inside of you. You are a God and you can create whatever life you want. And you're already doing it using your power. You just don't know it because we've been lied to and it's time to wake up and know how powerful you are because I truly, dude, I believe our power is limitless. We just have to get there. You know what I mean? And this is how much power you have. Okay. I mean, literally. Okay. So your DNA can store memories, it can store information, and I forget exactly how much, but like one drop of DNA can store. I'm not even 100. I'm not. I don't even want to throw a number out there because I just don't want to be wrong. But I know it's astronomical. Okay, and so your DNA can store data, and also every single one of your cells has a point 0.7. You can measure the electricity in your cells. So you are basically a you're a walking battery, a walking atomic bomb. That's how much power you have in you at any given moment. Okay, so here, hold on. Yeah, so you have 37 trillion cells. Okay, so each cell times that by 0.7, and that energy is equivalent to 1,700 megatons of TNT. That's how powerful you are, dude. That's how much power you have in you at any given moment. Okay. So, I mean, and like I said, you know, you're the bridge. You're the bridge. So you could, it's basically, right, like live in the material, live in the dark, or live in the light. You know what I mean? And I was this is just a thought, and I'm just throwing it out there. I mean, there's nothing concrete about this. This is just me, like, just thinking. So I was thinking the other day how they say, "Oh yeah, uh you're born in sin, and you don't you're not powerful, and you need to whatever." You know what I mean? Basically, how we're not worthy enough, or whatever, and you know so stuff like that. Basically the message is we're powerful. But I was thinking, I'm like, man, and all the stuff that I've read, it's been like, okay, uh it's almost like a battle for the human soul between like light and dark, or if you want to take it to like biblical, or you know um stuff like that, it's like light and dark, or angels and demons. I mean, to me it always seems like they're fighting over us, so we got to be powerful at some kind of, I mean, or what's the big deal, you know what I mean? So I just want you to understand, dude, that you have the power. You really do. And I was thinking the other day, just because I'm still kind of like just blown away by the Egypt thing, but I was thinking to myself, I was like, man, even when I thought that like I was doing something wrong, or I wasn't doing this right, everything that I have thought about in my head, or even like the stuff that I haven't even shared with you guys. I mean, this is stuff from a few years ago, but everything that I have wanted to like fix or adjust or improve or whatever, I was thinking, and I was like, holy shit. I mean, everything it's done. It is. And I didn't even like realize it at the time. But as you go along, you just you start putting things together, man. And I'm just I'm like, holy smokes! Uh, everything everything that I've ever thought of like changing or wanting to do different has happened. So I know we're powerful. And I I want you to know how powerful you are too. But like I always say, man, this stuff, it really does take work, because I mean, you have to, like I say, you, you have to reprogram your subconscious. You have to start meditating, and you have to start consuming knowledge instead of just the TV, because I mean, something's got to change, man. Seriously. So in a few days, we're gonna celebrate. July 4th. I mean, okay, I guess the clown show continues, but we need to find the power within us, and we need to start standing up for ourselves, and shit's got to change. But in order to change anything, you always have to start right right here, and with the person in the mirror. So, you know, I just I hope that everybody is starting to feel like this, and realize that, we have the power and we could create the life we want. And we just you have to find yourself, instead of all these other ideas and situations and things that have been implanted into you. So yeah. So that's pretty much it for this episode. I was thinking, man, I was gonna try and do a few more episodes per week. I'll, I'll try if I can, but I mean, for the most part, it's been pretty busy. There's a lot going on, and I don't know. I think maybe, like maybe 7 to 10 days apart is a good enough time to, I don't know, maybe let it marinate a little bit, let some people watch, and then do another one. So yeah, um, if anybody would like to comment, that'd be nice. Just, I don't know, let me know where you're at, what you think, what's going on, anything. Um, so yeah, if you like what you hear, if you would like and subscribe, I greatly appreciate it. And yeah, I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you guys before next weekend. I'll do an episode, and we'll leave it at that. All right. So I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend, and a wonderful week, and hopefully I'll see you guys before the 4th. All right. Um, thank you for everybody who listened and things like that. I'll see you guys shortly.